Mobility, warm up, ball on the wall. I've got my little mate spiky ball here. Now, it's not too severe, this one. You can get them much, much harder than this. This is probably a good place to start. You'll see it's got a bit of squish in it. These are fantastic to really isolate those knotted areas and improve posture. My favourite exercise with the spiky ball is to help people reduce the tension through their upper neck and shoulders. If you work at a computer a lot, if you're stressed, if you're tense, you will find your shoulders have come up probably years ago and been up there ever since. And when you can bring them down, I promise you, you will feel the difference. So to do that, we need to put pressure down into the trap, into that fat neck muscle there. We need to release the tension so it sits down. So obviously to do that, I need to make myself horizontal. So I take my ball to the wall. I'll demonstrate on my right side. I put the ball into that fleshy trap muscle and onto the wall, and I'm pushing there till I find that spot. There might be 2 or 3 spots, and I spend about 30 to 45 seconds finding those spots out. And as soon as that's loose, I can feel that shoulder come down. And of course, make sure you do both sides. The other one I love doing with the ball on the wall is just through my scapula, through that sort of knotted area with where your shoulder blade is, because those shoulder blades are meant to move freely. If they're restricted, we want to break up that tension. So I find the spot on the wall just under the shoulder blade, and I work in little circles, come a little bit higher even onto the shoulder blade if there's a little bit of knotted area, and I find that spot. You got to remember, guys, often the tension in your neck, your headaches, your poor posture is a chain reaction from where you're tighter down further, and it works its way up the body. So I work out those knots again, 30 to 45 seconds on both sides, and then we can't forget the front of the body. We might not think there's as many knots in here because we don't tend to touch it as much, but if you push in there hard, if you're doing lots of pushing movements, if your posture's a little bit rounded shoulder, you will be short and tight in those pec muscles. So you got to do some self-massage with the ball against the wall. So I open up and I find the spot. And it's usually right where the pec goes into the armpit. And I just find that spot, breathe through it. Oh yep, there's another little spot a bit higher. Might readjust the ball a bit lower. Oh yep, there's a spot. And again, 30 to 45 seconds, both sides of the chest. All of a sudden, shoulders are back, shoulders are down, and this thing will be your best mate.